Hey yo pretty people, my name is Marekdon and welcome back to Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl. We have just disabled the thing! The big thing! See that brain? Yeah. Oh crap. Shucks. What? I don't know. And we're never going back there. That's a decision. That's a decision. I just... Oh crap! That sound might have been a tiny bit too familiar. Is there really another controller right here? Well, is it? It is! But now, this time, we came prepared. Still alive. Nope. Okay, how about, Hoploink! Is he still alive? He's still alive. Crap. Hoploink? You still alive? No, he not. He not. Phew. Well, that was delightful. I enjoy his fashion sense though. The jeans really go well with those boots. Or rather legs, because they are usually not wearing any boots. The things. Okay. What else can we find in here? There's some leftover rifle ammo. There's some controller splattered around. Not much more, but I do remember that this, if I recall correctly, is where we find what remains of Ghost. Heck, we actually have a marker right on him, right here.
Where the hell are you, Strelok? Damn. And Doc's gone, I could really do with her help right now. When I get back from the mission, I'm gonna find the guide at the perimeter. He goes there a lot. And he may help me find Doc. And if Strelok's still alive, Doc will know for sure where to find him. Anyway, that's for later. And now I'm all alone. On this stinking underground mission. Vasiliev doesn't count, he's just a burden which I'll have to protect. Vasiliev lost it at the very last moment. And when the door opened, he ran off instead of deactivating the lower consoles. I shouldn't have relied on him. Strelok was right to mistrust those lying dogs. My only chance is to get to the door before the controller. Vasiliev lost it at the very last moment, and when the door opened, he ran off instead of deactivating the lower consoles. I shouldn't have relied on him. Strelok was right to mistrust those lying dogs. My only chance is to get to the door before the controller.
Wow, guys. You dropped the ball like never before on this one. If you haven't understood what just happened, let me explain to you. They left a bad take. They forgot to cut out a bad take of recording. I'm serious, they couldn't decide which one was better and apparently left the both out in there. Obviously, I feel I don't have to explain it to you that in the Russian version of the game, this didn't happen. But at the very least we got a suit from him and we can leave our old suit to him. Okay, we got the documents. We now know what happened to Ghost. Here he is, right here, dead as he can be. Killed by a controller, by this guy, who's been hiding out here ever since. Well, I can't say I'm surprised, seeing how controllers seem to like the Psy thing, not the Gundam style, but the Psy emission of this era. Which explains why the controllers would want to hang out in this place. Well then, next up, we have to go and get ourselves out of this conundrum. Is there another, if I recall correctly, there has to be another little hideout with, yeah, there it is, a stash of ammo that we can ransack quickly before going further, because we are out of stuff to shoot with right now, and really right now feels like we should be way deeper on the progression line of guns judging by the type of ammo that the thing keeps dropping at us. But we are not, and that's... Okay, well, we are back on the Yantar, truth be told. I know that already, because I remember this part of the game. And there's a particular reason why I remember this part of the game. You'll see what I mean. Do you have a leg? No, you don't have a leg. Missed me! Ow. Missed me, I said, as I ran right into a campfire. I really don't feel like wasting all my ammo on you, or like dying. Thank you very... Oh my... Crying out loud! Okay, and here we go. We're back on the Yantar Lake. And I know this because I remember this particular location. It's quite unique, would you believe me? And you'll see why it's unique. Right after I deal with a couple of snogs. Yeah, you'll see what I mean. Oh, crap. Phew! Again, snogs that are bastards. And not the good kind of. Okay, unload this one, drop it entirely, get this one, because it's in a much better shape, it seems. Okay, and I believe at this point it's safe to just drop the rest of the ammo too, for that gun that we dropped forever ago. Okay, not doing too well, in my personal opinion. Tiny bit on edge here, for one particular reason, but that one reason is tiny bit spoilerific, so let me just move along. Reload the stupid thing. Yay. Yeah, no matter how much you jump, you can't out-jump a snork, so... Oh crap, why are all of my weapons jammed? Well, I mean, I know why, because I keep using trash for trash guns, but still, it's quite frustrating when they are either jump or out at the most important parts of the area. And yeah, one reason why this area is so unique is because it feels like it's separate, its own separate location, while in reality, you guys just don't want me to say anything fun or, you know, fun or smart, do you? Okay. Chill. Chill for a moment there. Where did the snow go? Oh, there he is. And the gun is... What the crap? Okay, screw it. No, not this level of screw it. We're not going for grenades just yet. Phew, okay. Okay. This one. Let's put this one on because this says that it has... And actually, now that I think about it, we also have this one artifact that allows us to get some rupture protection, so let's put it on too. Okay. There we go. Ow! All, like, a lot of good did that artifact make me, didn't it? No, you don't. Whee! Phew. Got him. Okay. Okay. Tiny bit of a heal up. Nothing too special. Save here because this fire pipe is a bit of a witch to deal with. And nothing interesting down here except for some guy who somehow got himself down here. I have no idea why there's so many corpses, especially in this particular area, seeing how this is a way out of from the emitter and no one can even get to the emitter. So, who are all these people? I have no friggin' idea. Well, then, actually, I know, I just, oh crap, that's a zombie. But yeah, I just noticed that we still had our halfway broken suit on. That's a bit of a whoopsie there. But we should be able to go ahead and basically take on anybody right about now. See? Told you. Well, that wasn't really a proper takedown. Not quite. But you get the point. The end result is the same. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I know you guys won't really get bothered by the grenade, but still, an attempt was made. I am terrified of Snoks at this point. At this point, I just... Oh, would you look at that? One actually was gotten by a grenade. And apparently, his legs were torn off too. Oh well. One of the mods I played for the game actually has an explanation about the entire body part thing, where some animals actually do have, like, all of them have body parts, but some of them just don't have the right type of, or like, they have them... Oh crap. Okay. 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 If I have to choose where to skedaddle, I choose to skedaddle to a zombie who's conveniently standing right next to that explosive barrel right there. I also took an entirely wrong route to hide from the giant in. Oh boy. Can I see there he is. Hey! Ugly! Catch! Something tells me that he didn't catch this. This one he had to catch. I mean, he did, but it didn't do me any good again. And he's chasing me right here. And there's still the zombie, because I didn't actually blow up that thing that I said he was conveniently standing next to. Oh hey, look, an actual corpse. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Because that's what you want to be doing when being chased by a giant animal who can probably one-shot you if he wanted to. At the very least, I'm hoping that they have some info. Oh, no, he's right there. Ow. There he goes. Can't even aim at the stupid barrel. There we go. You are dealt with. You are officially have been dealt with. And I can probably just take off, ignoring the pseudo giant whatsoever. But they are such a rare enemy in the game that I really want to get a kill. Here we go. He dead. Phew. We are absolutely out of ammo. We are basically borderline dead, and we will have to somehow make our way downtown, walking fast, moving fast and homebound, without tipping off any zombies and without encountering any Snoks, because if we do, we are as good as dead, which is why I'm saving right here and right now. So this is where originally when I was playing I was quite surprised, because when you get out of this place, not only is the first thing you see two freaking helicopters flying around nuking everything, but also you find out that this location this whole time has been just around the corner, providing a much more convenient entrance into the laboratory, and nobody knew about it.
The emission has been deactivated, and you're still alive. I need to warn you, however, in a kind of solitary healing post from my area of zombies, you will be advised not to wander around unless you have to. Oh, and by the way, drop by our bunker every once in a while, won't you?
Okay, I will. Actually, that's where I'm heading right now, because heck no, I'm not going into back into the wild area with no weapons at all. And you just witnessed a bug where they just keep arguing about this stupid stuff, no matter what, no matter how many times you witness it. Okay, what are we doing here? Hey man! Hey man! Hey man! Hey man! There you go. That's the spirit.
Hello?
Now what
Hello?
we need to do is basically to get back to the barkeep. But before that, you did a splendid job, Marekdon. Now that the emissions are turned off, we will be able to order a new expedition and explore previously inaccessible territories. And also, from now on, we will conduct a most favorable pricing policy toward you. Thank you. And I'm here for the job, and we somehow got a task to eliminate some camp. Whatever. I'm not doing this. I'm here for the job. You did a great job. Allow me to present you with a reward. We surrendered the ghost suit, but we received a brand new scientific suit, which we are already wearing. This one has a much better protection and is fairly okay at bulletproofness. I'm here for the job. Push the layer of the Snox. I refuse to do this, just screw it, seriously. Find the moonlight, I'm not looking at it. Bring part of Snoke's body. Sure, I'm up for it. I like that they actually provide, like, if you are curious, if you are interested enough, which I was in my time. I'm not, because this is Let's Play and less over Let's Read. It is actually quite fascinating to read what they have to say, like why do they need you know, body parts of monsters. And I'm pretty sure the most fascinating ones are the tail of a regular dog that you get to Sakharov, or an eye of the pseudo flesh, the pig monster that you bring to barkeep, because in those two cases they're just eating them. And that's kind of hilarious to me. Anyway, I'm up for it and I'm here for the job, and here you go, and thank you so much for your cooperation. Now please bugger off, but before you do, actually give me some items so I can kind of survive. So this thing right here, Thunder S14, is I'm pretty sure is using this type of ammo, which we have a surplus of. And yeah, they are asking for 40 freaking thousand rubles for it, which I'm fine with. I have some stuff I could technically sell them without missing it ever again. So we can even bounce off basically half the price. Yeah, the scientists are your best friend if you want to make a lot of money in this game, because they have, as they already said, they are basically doing the most favorable thing, the most favorable pricing policy towards you as a stalker. So if we find any and all artifacts sometime soon, these are the people we'll be going for. And you know what, now that I think about it, I don't want this pistol. And you will see why. Because remember that task that we took upon ourselves to bring a guy his family gun, like family rifle. Yeah, right now we're gonna go do that on our way back to the bar. Yeah, the downside to my amazing strategy here is sadly that we don't really have that much ammo for it, and that this type of ammo is fairly expensive. We will be getting more of it later, but for now I'll just rob one of my own stashes. Yep. I mean, we hid this thing here for a reason, right? Might as well use it a bit. And I'm only really using it because it seems like there's a lot of mutants on the wild territory today. The amount of spawned mutants, like, it's incredible. There's dogs all over the place. There are the little Tushkan guys, so-called, the little mice. Yeah, it's just, yeah, I have no idea how to deal with them. How I would deal with them if not for this little pea shooter of mine. Okay. Boop boop, and they're done. Yeah, the much more expensive ammo is great too, but it's all only great for getting rid of human enemies, really. The mutants can be dealt with like using anything, borderline anything. And so I much prefer something much more common and much more easier to come by. But this is where we should probably go about that rifle we've been bringing to the to that one guy, shouldn't we? It's in this little area here. Spoiler alert, sorry. At one time I actually spent a sizable amount of time figuring out where to find it. Hi. And most of them died themselves, because of course they did. Boop. Okay, so yeah, this place is just notorious for so many reasons. It's notorious, and most importantly, it's also embarrassing because it highlights a bit of an issue to my knowledge. Although, yeah, it's basically, how do I put it? It's an Easter egg, but at the same time, in my personal opinion, not a well thought out one. Kind of, you know how sometimes you make a reference to something kind of much better than you are, like whenever I mention Markedone, and you also act all smug about it. This is one of those cases. Speaking of cases, what's in this one? Huh, would you look at that? So there's a reason why this thing is in here. And the thing that I'm talking about is this one, the Big Ben gun that is actually using the exactly same type of ammo that the one that we just bought uses. And the reason why it is here is because of this guy. That's his weapon right there. He has a black kite, which is just another way of like desert eagle and stuff. It's a big, heavy, and very destructive. It's not very popular in the zone due to its price, yada yada. Plus the ammo for it is hard to come by, but if you actually open his inventory... Huh. Did they seriously cut out this Easter egg out of the English version of the game? Because in the Russian one, you would actually receive a new note highlighting that the fact that this NPC right here is called Freeman. Yep, that Freeman. This supposedly is Gordon Freeman. The PDA you would usually find on him would have info, like a diary of him, saying stuff like, oh man, after this Black Mesa mission, it was so... I thought this would be a walk in a park, yada yada, and then he just dies here. Because, you know, our Russian Stalker game, well, Ukrainian, but you get the point, is just so much better and so much snobbier than your Half-Life. You get the idea. I'm kind of embarrassed about this entire thing. And yes, I need to save here because we need to actually get out of here. Because apparently we can't just jump on top of this thing like we used to. And we can't really jump over the fire either because we're too exhausted to walk all of a sudden. Here we go. Made it. The gun is in that container, by the way. If only we could actually get on top of it. Yep. And there we have it. That's his stupid gun. A freaking sound-off barrel. Are you freaking kidding me? Yeah, if that's your family gun, man, your family might have been pretty freaking poor. Okay, approaching back the bar area. Let's see what our dearest have to say about all the stuff we brought them. I actually found some more unique weaponry on my way. One of the quest people, the people who can get a quest to kill actually, was around there, and this is what he had in his inventory: a noiseless Cora pistol. I know that this is a unique one, and I don't really have a need for it now that I have Big Ben. So yeah, not quite a problem. I'll yonk your tushonka there, but I'll talk to you. And yeah, here's your rifle. I got 4,000 money from him, and yes, I'm lost for words, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so. It's a freaking sold off, man. Chill. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, this guy's fairly useless. This guy can kind of help us out. Yeah, I'm drunk. The one kicked me out of duty. If I failed this task too, you know. But I'm not feeling too good at the moment, you know. I feel for you. I need a job. Do you have something for me? Find the weapon of the duty. Shouldn't have freaked out like that. How the zone messes with your head. Thought I had some nerves. Never afraid of anything hideous. The howling in the ears, everything was going as usual. There was a scouting expedition to the Dark Valley. We got down into the trench with Krivoy to cover the rest of the group. And then once I heard the howling, I was gripped by fear. Then I don't even remember. I got to the coordinate. When I returned to the base, Voronin almost shot me on the spot. He had just given me an enhanced cannon for good service, so to speak. And here, I panicked and took off so fast I left the cannon there. Could you bring it back to me? Elsewhere will I go now without a decent weapon? Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, he keeps referring to this as a cannon, but it's actually a gun. Like the correct word is a gun. Cannon is like pushka, that's Russian name for both a cannon and also just a random gun, that's a jargon. So yeah, that's just a Kalashnikov, basically. And that is a unique, whatchamacallit, too. Unique, wait, what? Oh, that is. That's apparently where we left the... Oh, so at this point, his gun is basically on Agroprom. Wow. I mean, we will have something to do in there, but probably not in 2 hours. No, not in 2 days. Let's see, eliminate the mercs and bandits. Nope, not doing that. Meet the guide. That's an option, because we will need to meet up with him. Find the item, find the weapon of the duty. Okay, that we can do. But for now, let's go talk to the barman. But not before we get another. Kill the traitor. Sure thing. I'm up for it. And do you have anything for me? I need a job. Kill Master Stalker. We're not interested in the fact that the walking dreadnoughts might wander across zone. Stalkers in exoskeletons armed to the teeth. I'm up for it. Okay, fine. And you there?
Markedone. You got the documents from X16?
Sure, here you go. Well, Markedone. Now we just need to deal with the Scorcher and open the way north. You ready to go? Yeah.
Okay, Markedone. You've got the protective prototype, so you'll be safe from the emissions. I have the bunker coordinates. Don't forget that the prototype won't protect you forever, so you need to get to the bunker ASAP and turn off the burner. I don't know what will happen after that, but I am sure it will be worth it. The only thing we can be sure of is that the road to the zone center will be open. All you have to do is get inside the bunker below the antennas and switch them off. You in?
Yeah, sure. And I'm here for the job. I refuse to do it. Screw it. Here's the flash drive. We received 5,000 rubles. Destroy the group of bandits at the Agroprom. Yeah, whatever. And kill the soldier. Sure, I'm up for it. I need you to take down this grunt. Don't ask me who he is. What do I care? Just do it. So, can I entrust you with it? I'm up for it. The reason I want to do this is because our road is to Agroprom anyway. For a reason. I'll tell you more about it later. Then the flash eyes, destroy the group of bandits at the Agroprom. Yeah, sure. Anything else you can suggest? Not quite. And you there? I'm here for the job. Yeah. Kill Master Stalker. So, the reason I wanted all of those kill quests, which I usually don't really enjoy, is because they are all concentrated out here on the army warehouses in this little group of people. There are overall 3 stalkers here, and the third guy is also an option for a quest, for a kill quest. So yeah, we will have to deal with them at some point, one way or the other. And as soon as we kill the soldier, we should probably unlock our road to unlock the kill quest to the third of them, because I'm pretty sure the quest is given by the barman. That's why I suddenly changed my my mind about killing the guy in the little wagon next to the Agroprom station. Plus, we will have to go to the Agroprom anyway. So before we go anywhere, well, we can actually now go check out the duty group and chat with their.
Stop! This area is closed to outsiders.
They couldn't find a funnier voice actor for him. Bucky told me that your leadership has some sort of assignment for me. Yeah, yeah, got it. Anything else? Okay, yeah, that's enough. Fine, let's go in, because he might have some quests for us too. Once we might probably can't really complete right now. Hi.
Why have you come?
Bucky told me that you have something in the military warehouses. I want to ask you to do one thing personally for me, you see. We are in the midst of territorial warfare with the Freedom faction, and we need some weapons more powerful than what we have. Freedom has some excellent Bulldog 6 grenade launchers. If you could penetrate their territory and steal at least one such grenade launcher, I would generously reward you. Since you aren't in our faction, you can quickly gain the trust of Freedom, and if you're lucky, you get a hold of the Bulldog 6. Go on. I'll upload the location of the Freedom base for you. You'll need to find the chef. He's a member of Freedom. He knows where the RG6 are kept. And he likes his booze, so bring a lot of vodka with you. So, what do you say? Okay, I'll steal a Bulldog 6 from Freedom, because that's an awesome gun, and they don't have anything to do. They don't know what to do with it anyway. Oh, and one more thing. Colonel Skull and his boys disobeyed my order and decided to attack the Freedom base without authorization. Well, they can reap what they sow, suicidal bastards. Don't get involved in their fight. Just try to get me the Bulldog 6. Nothing else matters. Okay, that we'll chat about later. I need a job. Do you have something for me? Get rid of the pack of dogs. Not interested. Find the neutralize the bandit. Find the enhanced rifle. I can't really do that just yet, but I will do it some other time. Remind me to get this when we will go to the Freedom territory. Although, no, straight. Find the neutralize the bandit. Poker. One of the most Duck Wally. Nah, I can't really go there. Some other time. Okay. Fine. I'll take the quest for the enhanced rifle because I remember very fondly where it is. So yeah, I am in fact up for it. And also,
What are you, Dave? What are you?
they have the duty has their own weapon guy who is hiding out in here, and whose quests originally upon my first or second or like third playthroughs I haven't even seen. I had no idea that he. Hi. So I need a job to have someone destroy the Stalker from Freedom. Yeah, I'm up for it. That I can do, but can I also buy a bunch of weaponry from you? Boopsie! There we go. Now we're set and done and dusted. What are we doing now then? I'm figuring it would be maybe a good time to go to Agroprom quickly. Just to go quickly to the Cordon, then to go to Agroprom, because we only have so much time to get everything done. And that actually does risk us the kill quests. Because for the kill quests we only have 2 days, right? Oh wait, there's 1 day remaining. Well, crap. Yeah, the kill quests only leave us with 1 day remaining, but whatever. Really, I believe we can do this anyway. It's just come here, bob this guy on the noggin with a gun. That's it. Huh. Shall we do that first then? Because really, all of these quests I'm not really bothered with. And don't get me wrong, none of those actually lead to any interesting storylines or anything. They just exist, kind of, and I like them. And welcome to the army warehouses. This is the territory of the Freedom faction, which, frankly, I love these guys for no reason whatsoever, really.
Hush, quiet, man.
Ha! Well, that's fascinating. Once again, going teensy bit off script there. But I'm willing to forgive you this. And we failed the task of bringing Nimble his stupid suit. Okay, fine. Who are we talking?
What they deserved. Stinking anarchists.
Oh yeah, they're done.
So, you guys just gonna return to your bases, or do you expect me to? Yeah, 3 assholes down, just like that. You came just in time, didn't blow our cover and came out safe and sound. By the way, I think no one has to know about this, eh? Nah, I don't think so. Perfect. Are you looking for a way to earn some dough, Stalker? Something like that. Then follow us, talk to our commander. Commander? Sure, Skull will tell you everything himself. Okay. So, you gonna skedaddle, now that you told me to follow you? Yeah, that's right. You go ahead, I'll follow right behind you. Except, not at all actually. I'm gonna go further. Yeah, these are the group that the boss of the duty faction told me about. Basically to not get involved with them. I'm generally, once again, not a fan of the duty faction of the entire thing. But thankfully we will not really have to pick a side just yet. I mean, we could, in theory, just go ahead and, you know, do the thing. But instead, I feel it's best to... Oh, these guys only have 2 people in the... Oh no, that's the 3rd one. So far they're friendly to me, and if I piss off at least one, the other two will instantly attack me. Which is why we're kind of gonna ask them knifely. Whoops, sorry. Where's your head? Where's your noggin? There you go. That's one. Nice meeting you. And the other guys did get pissed off at me after all. Alright. Let's get rid of the one that we're actually getting paid to. And let's let the other guy live for now. Once we get a quest to kill him too, we'll get rid of him. And also, remember that first quest giver that we ever encountered after Siderich, Wolf. The guy who was giving us quests to rescue Nimble and all that kind of stuff. Basically the nicest stalker we ever met so far. Here he is. Apparently he had some storyline planned for him, where at one point he should have come here and do something about the Freedom faction. But since they ended up cancelling his storyline, they just programmed him to kill himself in the campfire. Delightful, isn't it? Shut up! I'll deal with you later. Well, next step is to kind of steal out this super interesting rifle that the duty wants for themselves. It's not the one in my inventory, don't mind me. It's actually this one is actually too fascinating gun. It's a unique weapon, redone and reassembled, that you can only get from this particular one guy. But instead of you know, using it, I'll actually just stash it away for now. I gotta remember where it is, and would you look at that? There's apparently a suit hidden somewhere in there. Whatever, I'm not bothered. Right now we need to go and steal away an American rifle with a manually mounted silencer onto it. And it is located in that particular place. On a base of friggin' mercenaries. Because nothing is freaking easy in this game, is it? So, for destroying their camp, we might actually get an entirely different quest, an entirely different reward. So, at first I want to attempt to just yoink it. Yoink! And now let's just skedaddle back, because screw dealing with these people. Well, okay, I almost pulled it off. Okay, I guess you really can't get paid for the same thing twice. But let's give it another try anyway. Oh my god, that's an IRL thunderstorm, people. I apologize for you having to listen to it. Whoop whoop. Oh crap. Okay, no. Who'd have thought? Turns out it is terrifyingly hard to run when you're being killed. Fascinating. Okay. They can't really hit me if they can't see me, so just zoop zoop and Sonic the Hedgehog my way away from them. Yeah. This went better than expected. I mean, these guys will be hunting for me for the rest of my life, but meh, I can deal with that. Well, all that's left to do before we can return to the bar and saw our rewards is to deal with this guy. Not this guy, this guy right here. This guy has been put a hit on by the duty guys, by the duty's armorer.
Let's have a little chat.
Can I have a little chat later, please? Thank you. And the problem with him is that he's kind of surrounded by his friends. We can't just easily kill him, is the problem. We need to do it in a way which will force the artificial intelligence of the game, well, artificial, very artificial, not much of an intelligence, not recognize the kill as mine, right? Basically, we don't really need him to get killed, we need him to just randomly die. Preferably of brain aneurysm or, you know, a heart attack, or because some random barrel with explosives somehow decided to blow up next to him. And that's what we'll be doing. That's the route we'll be taking. There are many ways to deal with this, actually. You can actually snipe him to death. You can knife him if you do it properly. But none of these methods ever worked for me. I never seen them work out for anybody. So I'll just attempt a barrel route. And oh boy, the rain in the background is just going absolutely crazy. Okay, so Ukraine's space program. Take 2. 3, 2, 1, launch! Well then. Okay, take 2. And there you go. We can even loot his corpse while we're at it. Yoink! And once more, he too has an improved sniper variation of a weapon that does not have a sniper variation. That's right, we couldn't just attach a freaking scope to this rifle. It actually doesn't work. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's get back to our you know, customers, to the people who decided to get me of all people to kill guys for them. And let's take upon the final quest for today. The quest to meet the finalist people of the Strelok organization, of the Strelok Stalker group. More on that later, in a moment. And well, so far our ingenuity has earned us quite a lot of goodies, to be completely honest with you. We got this wind tower BC, which frankly is one of my absolutely favorite weapons in the game, especially since it doesn't even weigh as much as, say, Thunder S14, while using the same whatchamacallit, the same patrons, the same ammo. So let's trade the stuff we don't really want away. This suit is basically equivalent of this, as far as I remember. Let me actually double check this. This is radiation bulletproof cap 30. This one has bulletproof cap 40, which means that the green one will have to go. Even more so with the whatchamacallit, with the artifacts. This one is absolute garbage for us. This one doesn't do us any justice either. But we got these two right here, right? The Mama's Bead, which are legendary and just amazing. They provide you bulletproof cap without actually requesting any radiation. Plus, to tell you a funny bit, in one of the books, it was kind of hilarious how there was a story about when they gathered like a dozen of this artifact and just put all of it on the single guy and just dropped him off at somebody else's base where an enemy group was at. Everybody kept shooting at him, no one could actually hit him. Like, he went out without a single bullet hitting him. That's kind of hilarious. So yeah, this is absolute best, and this too is absolute best because it's Night Star. That is an evolution of Stone Flower. So we will basically be able to get rid of all stone flowers but one. This leaves us with a lot of money, really, and on top of that we'll even drop Thunder S14 in the mix just to, you know, sweeten the deal. However, even this is not enough for what I have in mind. And what I have in mind are these two items. The exoskeleton, which is 200,000 rubles, which frankly I don't plan on buying, because while it provides an amazingly strong protection from radiation, from anomalies, from everything, it also says, like, it also makes it so you can't actually run in it. So you can understand, like, this goes entirely against everything I stand for, because I like to skedaddle from the place, that from any trouble that I get. But we do have an alternative to it, which is a military armored suit, SCAT 9M, bulletproof, yada yada, and it is only so much less, you know, expensive. It's only 160,000 ruble out of 49 that I got. So yeah, we're quite some you know, money away from getting our own exoskeleton or the scat suit. So we will have instead to settle for the one we got gifted in exchange for killing a guy using 2 barrels. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. That's what that mission actually gives you, which I can really understand that this reward is quite high, because if you do the mission properly, you will be an enemy for the Freedom faction forever and ever, and nobody wants that. Well, our next stop is over here, all the way on the cordon. We have to meet up with the guy called Guide. The Guide is once again a legendary stalker that might be or might not be a part of Strelok's group of stalkers. He might... So yeah, and what people say about him is that he can basically guide you through any anomaly, and he can lead you to any and all places around in the zone. Maybe even the ones behind the Chernobylskaya AES electro station. Chernobylskaya electro station. So yeah, you can imagine how one could be pretty impressed in this, with this guy. He is, however, incredibly underutilized in this game, because he will not in fact lead you anywhere, but more on that once we actually meet him. And we will meet him right after I deal with some stuff around here, and basically make my way through the garbage area to the actual cordon. And here he is, somewhere around in here. Yep, there he is, right next to the campfire. According to the map, that is. Hey man, how's it going? Can I chat to you for a moment here? Hello, brother. Guide, I need to see doctor. Well, look at that. How do you know about doctor? God send me. Help me get in touch with the doctor. It's urgent. Well, why didn't you say so? Doctor is in Strelok's hiding place. If you are who you say you are, you probably know where it is. Thanks. In terms of financial, yada yada, it's just the regular, good old trade-off. Yeah, and that's just about it. Remember how I told you that this guy is entirely underutilized? Yep, that's what I'm talking about. But at the same time, at the very least, he has told me that we can meet up with the doctor at Strelok's personal hideout in the Agroprom Institute, where we'll be heading next. But sadly, that will actually have to wait until the next episode. There's a lot of running to do, and also it is incredibly late at night when I'm recording this, so I will have to skedaddle for now. But thank you everybody once more so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you are enjoying this series, do leave a like, do tell me in the comments. I once again always appreciate your input on any series that I'm doing. And yeah, to be continued. Have a good one. Bye bye. You know, this gun would be much more effective if I was actually a good shot.